Ladies, gentlemen, esteemed non-binaries, and furs, Trashkin all. Good evening and welcome to Trash Tier Gaming. I'm your humble host, your friendly bi neighborhood raccoon on the spectrum, Rasp, a trash bear. Today we're getting back into Wild Arms Alter Code F, and we are oh so tantalizingly close to hitting 200 subs, I might note. And well, I have a little delay before we can get the 200 sub celebration up. Be nice to hit the goal early, but hey, however we get across that line. But for now, let's head back in and see what our heroes are. A few days have passed since the declaration of war. Conference room at Adelheid Castle. Hey, Emma's back. I think we're all accounted for. It's good to see everyone here on time. Excuse me, boss. What did you bring us here for? What do you have in mind? I am not your boss. I'm the leader of this vigilance group. Vigilante group. If we are to be victorious, we must unite and follow one chain of command. I mean, it does work for military operations. Naturally, I'll be the one giving commands. And you just argue yourself into being boss again there, Emma. As you have all reported, the demons are moving into Filgia with a devious plan. Their ultimate goal is to eliminate the guardians from Filgia, plunging the world into total suffering. It's a cold and calculating plan. But cowering in fear will get us nowhere. The least we can do right now is organize the soldiers quickly and be prepared. That's the least we can do. Under my command. What do you say? Do you understand the importance of this vigilant group? I see how someone managed to come to this conclusion. What's most important in experimentation is the result, not how it started or how it's carried out. The result is everything. I'm gonna have to disagree. Methodology and repeatability are also important, but time is of the essence here, so I'm still not sure how I got suckered into all this. Personally, I like the idea of gathering us all together. Okay, here's my plan. First, our main force needs to be organized by Rudy and his followers. Next, I need Captain Bartholomew with his sweet candy for sea transportation and backup in case of a battle. Last, I need Jane and her butler, Magdalene, working together as an independent mobile force unit to gather any useful information. Intel and recon? Let me move to the next issue. We need a plan to protect our guardians. I have asked an expert to help us. Here she is. Hello, all. Mr. Henshi, what happened? My guardian knowledge is extensive, so I've been made special vigilant advisor, but I'm a little embarrassed. Okay, our special advisor will explain the guidelines of our plan. Yes, since the demons are obviously threatened by the guardians, what if we allied ourselves with an even greater guardian? Even greater guardian? Yes, indeed. Perhaps one of the highest. This guardian possesses the power of mind control. By freeing the guardian lord, we shall expel those who attempt to invade us. At which temple has the Guardian Lord been worshipped? The Guardian Lord is situated at an old temple far from the seashore, very far from Adelheid. The temple is the Fallen Sanctuary. Humans have not set foot in there in ages. Are you trying to say that we cannot get there by sailing through the inland sea? How do you think we can get there then? It is your job to find a way there. I knew it. So much for the plan. Anyway, what is your job, leader? Me? I'm doing something only I am capable of doing. Rudy, could you bring me the Walpurgis Night? Where's this going? Yes, this is it. This contains all my youth. All of my youth. This is my life. Anything interesting in there? Everything is interesting in here. Sea of Wind, which illustrates the way to fly. My job is to study this book, conduct experiments, and to invent a flying device. That is a bold statement. It almost sounds too bold. I'm keeping my fingers crossed. And an ear half cocked. Okay, everyone get to work. We don't have much time left. Let's go. We recovered the teardrop. Your journey with us is over, princess. Hey, that's not nice. But your revenge. Isn't that right? You told me before this journey. I see. Our journey is over. Since I have the teardrop once more, the princess's journey is over. But my journey is not over. During our journey, thousands of thoughts crossed my mind, and I have come to the realization Filgia must be saved, and I must be part in it. Rudy, I want to fight too. I want to continue this journey with you. Please, take me with you. She's got magic. I'm not turning down a mage. Thank you. Thank you so much for letting me go with you. So much for being a princess. Anyway, we have to stick together through thick and thin, okay? Weren't you the one just trying to break the team up, Jack? Okay, through thick and thin. It would be foolish to go find this Guardian Lord at the Fallen Sanctuary Shrine without a Shrine Maiden on our team. Let's gather information from the town and castle, and any other towns and villages. We can use the information about the Fallen Sanctuary, or use all the information about the Fallen Sanctuary we can. I don't see a trip back to Grand Abbey being necessarily a good thing here, but... Suppose I can check in with everybody on the way. You know, I don't just study military arts. I have started to become acquainted with books recently. I used to bully those book-smart type kids, but now I find myself reading quite a bit. I would like to visit the library at Koran Abbey sometime. Inform me that you successfully recaptured the teardrop, and now that you are about to pacify the world's confusion as a guardian shrine maiden, your determination is heartfelt, princess. You have become a true hero. Well, that was a pleasant little vine, but really germane to our quest line. I forgot that who's talking makes a difference. Mr. State Yon. Congratulations on regaining the teardrop, but now you must be even more careful. As I understand it, the demons' plan to eliminate the Guardians and human race are still ongoing. You'll gain diligently. You'll gain information such as details on the lore on Sanctuary. I understand your eagerness to move around quickly and carefully. But for now, I would take your time investigating Filgia. Who's that lady scientist strolling around the castle as if it were hers? I even found myself bringing her a cup of tea after she ordered me to do so. She apparently did not enjoy the tea. I don't think that... You best review your tea-making process. Pedro told me about a giant object falling into the inland sea. I hope there's no coastline damage. As some of the Guardian Lord's power remains at the Sanctuary remote area. As a shrine mating of the Guardians, you might be able to hear the Guardians. One of the powers of a Sanctuary in a remote area that is far superior to the Guardian Temple. I failed to ask its exact location, but the peddler was from Timney. He's a beautiful scientist that visits the castle once in a while. Steady career, intelligence. Oh, I just can't describe her attractiveness with words. I wouldn't mind her ordering me around. I've heard of a monster in the open sea that holds a magic key called a duplicator, and I heard that this monster is known for its unfair attacks. It must be too much for regular humans, otherwise some wanderer would have gotten the key by now. Seeing that princess in high spirits only makes me want to work harder. And it's not just me. All the knights have said the same thing. So please, don't hesitate to show up here more often. Well, I mean, I guess the biggest obstacle between me hanging out here or even dropping in for resupply was that there wasn't an inn. Heard about the new item which was invented by the Tool Shop Guild? I hear that this item makes your traveling life 255 times easier. Sometimes I have the opportunity to work outside of the castle, and it's 180 times better outside. I mean, there are all these girls outside. Unfortunately, I cannot bring myself to talk to them while I'm in this suit of armor. I would much rather be working for the restoration than be standing here. It's 85 times more productive, and I would have a better chance of meeting a girl. Citizens from a big town like Adelheid might have a different perspective on any given topic than simple villagers. This is only my opinion, but successful wanderers are the ones that learn. Read between the lines and determine which way the wind is blowing. Passion is fresh. Always be aware of new ideas. This is all I was told as a rookie. The princess and company should keep track of these words, or keep these words in mind for their travels. If I may say so. Sometimes there is more than meets the eye. I believe that is the case right now. Given the current state of world state of affairs, I'd say the current state of world affairs, now is the time to obtain information from different towns. Alright. Well, we got a lead on Timony. I hear tell of a tool shop producing something that'll make life easier. You're the Filgea Vigilant Group. Please come right in. Adelheid ally Arctica also had a group of knights called the Fenrir Knights. They are the elite knights who once took down the legendary demon named Fenrir. However, No one knows where the whereabouts of those knights after Arctica's collapse. Odd you should mention that with Jack. Cougar. The world-renowned Adelheid Castle has been protected by Zeldukes for over 1,000 years. Now that the Guardian is gone, will we be able to preserve the castle for the next 1,000 years? I just uncovered a secret. I'm only telling it to the lady. The tool shop owner is making progress on an invention called the teleport gem. Supposedly, the item allows you to warp between towns you previously visited. How's that? Pretty good, huh? Just by talking to people on their way to Adelheid, I found out there are still many problems felt with Gia. You're wanderers, right? Can't you just fly to those troubled places and solve their problems? Not always. Things change so fast in this town. Even if you're only away for a second, it might be a good idea for you to hang around a while and then continue on your journey. Merchants who had moved away have been returning to this town. The tool shop owner, Jeremy, seems to be pleased about that. Oh, let's go see Jeremy. Hey, Emma. We need to stand on our own 2 feet. You cannot meet your goal without making an effort every day. Someone used to tell me about this, but it applies to just about anybody. The Guardian Lord is worshipped at a temple very far from Adelheid. This is all I know about it. If we are patient and talk with people, we'll find our way there. My teacher used to travel all the time. You could say he was a nomadic armsmeister. He used to explore places by himself to further his studies. He was very much like a wanderer. Wait. You know what I haven't done? I haven't talked to the cats down here. Gray. He never has time to play with us. He's always too busy now. Sometimes I just lay down on the blueprints to get him going. Earl. I like sleeping by the machine. The heat it gives keeps me warm at night. My wife is the same way. I usually catch her sleeping in her chair, drooling all over the blueprints. Ah. Oh, wait, Jeremy. Yeah. The shop. The shop. I thought that was the tool shop. Well. Hey, Jeremy. Look who's here other than the Vigilant group. It's none other than the Vigilant group. What can I do for you? I like to create products that I wish I had and would be useful for me. The teleport gem is the result of that. Nothing yet. Alright. Well, I got about 20 of those on me. Want to make sure I have 40 of at least everything. Which is probably overkill, but I'm good with that. Teleport gem and the Tool Shop Guild. Tool Shop Guild and I have been working on has finally seen the light at the end of the tunnel. We are finishing the final inspection. Please come back another time. It may just be done by then. We're finding abundance of marketplaces for the new teleport gem item. I'm very thankful. I believe this item should be marketed throughout Philgia for its unique nature. Well, that's kind of a dead end. Let's hop over to the world map and see if I can remember where Timney is. All right, where we first picked up. Yeah. Okay, that's an eventually. Well, I guess let's start with the gardening then. Ah, there's the spot. Yikes. Widescreen comes at a cost again, Trashkin. Not all of it's pretty. Hey, and a single nectar. Nobody from Rosetta ignores me anymore. It's all because of you. You've taught me to be more courageous and confident. Aww. Our wee bean is learning to stand up for themselves. All flowers are determined to bloom. I often yearn for that strength. I need to stop being afraid and move forward. I will never forget how you saved me from my lonely life in the woods. I will treasure your friendship forever. Well, I mean, you're also raising me the equivalent of produce to carry me through an entire war, so, like, we good? I mean, that's my take. Well, since I had to do the gardening anyway, let's see if we have any luck here. Oh, I remember you guys. The mayor was looking for you. It's been in trouble though, and all the sea trading has stopped. The whole town is confused with this fuss about the sea dragon. All right, well, let's go see the mayor. He might not have been my favorite dude, but the young people in the town were all scared of the sea dragon. But it was Lucadia, the sea guardian, not some random beast. Seems blasphemous that they confused it with simple monsters. I noticed recently that the desert to the west is smaller now than when I was a little kid. Lots of places in Philgia have turned into desert, but none of them have shrunk. Except the one. was good that the fuss happened after the mayor got better. If it didn't happen, or if it happened when he's sick, nobody could have managed this. It would have been chaotic. Well, to say the least. Well, let's see what the mayor's got to say for himself. Hey, jerk. Don't be so arrogant just because you think you have authority and money. Daddy, the strange wanderers are bullying me and talking trash. Yeah, and you earned it. When I cry out like that, everyone comes to my rescue. Really? Because, you seem to be standing in an empty chamber with only your brother for backup. It's natural to think that the Yellow is a monster because it's ears. It's impossible to accuse small kids of being responsible for this incident. Why don't you face reality? Our instincts tell us that human... You know what, Mayor? You may want to throw these two to the wolves and have them back when they've developed some empathy. Ah, hey, you're up and about. Glad to see it. Hello, Wanderers. I want to thank you for visiting. I want to tell you something. Southwest of Rosetta, in the channel between the inland and outer sea, there's a whirlpool. Ancient town lore says the whirlpool is the entrance to a guardian's castle that is in the depths of the ocean. Wait. Are they referencing the Dragon's Palace? Oh, hold on. Trading merchants usually don't put much stock in stories, but lately there's been reports of sea dragon sightings. I know that this is really selfish of me to ask you this, but if nothing's resolved, no merchant ships will travel here. And that's really bad since our town depends heavily on trading. Will you please go to the whirlpool and try to contact the Guardian? Try to ask him what he's up to? The Sea Dragon scale will help you communicate with him. Okay, cool. Well, is this item on the sweet candy to enter the Dragon Shrine? Okay, well, that's pretty clear. How are we doing on health and such? Pretty good. Oh, hey. I heard that Calamity Jane, the famous treasure hunter, has been seen in Rosetta. Why did she come to this town? What is she looking for? I'm really curious. We cats love rumors and gossip. Just in case, Trashkin. I was just being sure. It was a couple of hours ago. I can't remember what I did. Well, I think here's an excellent spot to grab a save. Let's see, I've blown through most of our stock of Gela, but we'll pick it up here in just a beat because I do have a trash heaping shift to get to, so be right back. All right, Trashkin, we're back. Well, I am. Finally, it's time to lock in after clocking in. Born to lock in, forced to clock in. What can you do? Ah, but it covers my bills and affords me enough leisure time to do this, so. All right. We got a sea monster to contend with. Hold on. Whoops, wrong straight. There's one straight too far. Hehe. Trace proof the dragon scale was held aloft. The whirlpool's presence seemed to shift. From the impenetrable depths arose a presence of enormous power, as if to welcome the bearer to the bearer of the scale. Okay, I suppose that means they're about to be presented with a whole new Yep. Let me get that cursor off of there. Woo! FMV time. I mean, cutscene. FMB, sorry. What's happened? What's going on? Those clouds came out of nowhere. Sweet Candy can't take much more of this, Cecilio, or it'll be torn to bits. Is someone calling me? The Guardian of the Sea. I can hear you. Your thoughts are being delivered straight to my heart. Uh-oh. What was that? The sea. I've spent all my years at sea, but never have I seen that before. Yes, I understand. I will follow your will. Please, show me. Raph said, reading a little too fast for the line delivery, but... Princess! What's happening? Are you okay? Rudy, you better grab a leg. Why do I get the feeling Rudy's surprisingly heavy for his size? Yeah! If that wasn't the wildest thing I've seen ever. You know, being a lifelong sailor, that's saying something. Come to think about it, I should ask my Navy uncle about his wild sea stories one of these days. Anywho. Look, I promise you, every sailor has at least two. Warriors, welcome to my temple. I'm Lucadia, the guardian of the ocean. I have a message for the medium. Please, go into my temple to receive my will. The dragon scale is the key to opening this temple from any ocean. When you have my scale while at sea, whichever ocean you may be sailing, you will be led to this temple. Well, let's grab the free restore and save. Ooh, so pretty. All right, so my goal's there, I'm betting. Seems there's something to trick you. Some trick to the floor. I'm betting we're gonna find those jump boots. I mean, just the verticality alone. Hello. I see 2 specialized chests and 1 plane. Oh, hey, how's it going, ocean going friends? Ah, I see this is the jerk portion of the ocean. And unfortunately, I do not have lightning on me. However, I do have protect. Although this does make a pretty good spot to grind out some levels in quick or in fast draw if you care to. Wherever there's a green crystal, it's a go. And this time, I had my guard up. Good lord, these are some bruisers. That's better. Shoes that allow you to jump straight up and grasp overhead grates and netting. Sometimes a secret spring in the floor, not operated by just stepping on it. Use the boots to jump on it. Jump boots will activate plates which propel you through the air and over obstacles. Well, fortunately, I happen to have these duplicators on me. Alright, HP up free and water break free. You know what? That's a great idea. I don't think we're running into much with fire around here. Well, if I find any more water breaks, I guess it's Jack's. Alright, because you're a little dainty. There we go. Uh-oh. Well, this is problems. Maybe not as bad a set of problems as I'd imagined. Okay, that's problems. Water and lightning? Y'all are some jerks. Oh, hey, that reminds me. We should analyze at least one of you. Electric eel-looking anthropomorphic sons of... Oh. Yay. Oh, wow. That gave Cecilia a lot of HP. I wasn't expecting her to jack the HP that far up, but that definitely covers some weaknesses for her. 2 HP boost did the trick. Look, I'm going to cover weaknesses before I push strengths. At least in my mages. Let's face it, the RPG gods are not kind to the glass cannons. At least not in my experience. Hey! Well, that opens 2 directions to us. Actually, I couldn't mind. I wouldn't mind doing it with a top off real quick. There we go. Look, I love having an instant recovery aspect to a dungeon, because it makes my life a lot simpler. Just verifying. Just being sure they're not, you know, shining me on. All right, let's go this way. All right, not a problem. Free chests. Revive fruit. Can always use those. Make sure you're not playing any games. The bubble tubes are quite cool. Oh. Wrong button. Hey, all right. That's the embarrassment down. Let's get back to work. Interesting. I can't jump while the encounter's on, or I was too late to. Let's see how they like Crush. Not bad, not great. Good enough, though. Well, Jack's the only one with any vulnerability here, so... Hooray! Ooh, treasure. River orb. It represents a river. Shocker, I know. Alright, I'll take this fight. Bad angler, you say? Well, let's get the analysis out of the way. Nectars and revive fruit. Weak to ice, weak to thunder. Fortunately, I have ice on me. One crit. Now, Trashkin, so I was kicking myself because I do have a soda stream that's sitting mostly unused. Because the place that sells syrups in my neck of the woods just decided not to. We're not going to get into that. And SodaStream isn't the greatest model ever, but if you start making some light modifications to it, it gets better. Turns out, it's relatively easy to get a full hold of refillable CO2 cylinders and places that do that. And conversion couplings are readily available. Any hoozle, leaving out the ridiculously overpriced CO2, if you get around that, you're doing pretty well. And then how far you want to go with the syrup's up to you. But yeah, no syrups available, so it just kind of hangs out, doesn't really do much. And I was scoping out the supermarket next to, oh, hello. Blessings start as a water droplet. As it falls and is absorbed by the mountain, then flows into the river, which joins the ocean. The temple honors this life-giving cycle. You must understand the nature of natural to offer the spirit orbs, the dragon heads. All right. That being the case, I got a hold of some orbs. One force carrot. Not now. I'm puzzling. Altar part. Ice break. Oh. Ooh, okay, we're getting spicy. I was like, this can't contain me. Well, it is nice that they brought me something simple. I do like a good puzzle dungeon. Hell, I even like a bad puzzle dungeon. Okay, I like a good puzzle dungeon more because, like, I like mine with a side of head scratching, but you know. Oh. Bingo! Now I've built myself an out. That took me a minute longer than it should have, but hey. There we go. You know what I haven't thought about in a minute, Trashkin? Way back when? Brainlord. I wonder if there's a translation patch for the original Japanese. Who knows? Mountain Orb. Alright, terrific. That's 2 of 3. So it goes mountain, river, ocean. Just go droplet, mountain, river, ocean. More questions. Ooh. I'll bite. Well, that's going to be a slight pain. Change staff. Go! Underwhelming, but not terrible. Yoink! Sky Mountain. Okay. I get the order of operations now. Up. There we go. Again, dear devs, I appreciate when you allow me time in the puzzling rooms to simply puzzle and not deal with enemy encounters. I really appreciate that. Oh, that's right. I traded in ice for other stuff, didn't I? Oops. Oh, well. Well, it's Fragile B while we're at it. A's not going to be around long enough. Yeehaw! All right, here we go. Not a big difference, but a small one. Hey, and a free water break too for our troubles. Let's give that on Jack right away. That's lucky. So everybody's got at least a water break 2 on them. Wanted to make sure I was facing the right way. Thunder gems, just in case you didn't bring Thunder along. Oh, it's on the blind. Yeah, I can't jump when there's an encounter on the box. Okay, that's fine. I was saying, so I was scoping out, and I find they have the whole kit and caboodle for soda streams right there in the middle of the shop, and I'm like, dang it. Like, I could Amazon it, just like I like being able to grab stuff near me and not pay Jeff Bezos. I'll pay Jeff when I don't have a choice, which is more often than I'd like. Middle's a fail. Right's also a loser. Left-hand pass, that's to the east for those of you using the compass. Yoink. All right, now let's get out of here before the game gets any ideas. Oh, right. It's slightly off center. I do love an instant return. All right. Oh. Well, that's unlucky. Uh-oh. Well, fortunately, these are magic-based baddies. That HP free paid off dividends right now. All right, let's drop him. Drop a little extra protection in case Mr. Arms gets froggy on us. Okay, he's not getting froggy yet, but he's getting ready to. It'll only matter for Rudy, but Rudy's kind of our heavy hitter at the moment. And that paid dividends. Okay, Rudy went before, but my principle stands. Really hate that that does that. Oh, I was so annoyed I forgot to put the orb in. Bingo! Next stage. Uh-oh. No, they're in trouble. Jack just happens to be present. Well, desperate times call for desperate measures. Well, that's nice. That's better. Wrong Betty. Here he goes. That's pretty good. Not stupendous, but good enough. And more importantly, since Cecilia went first, bang bang. Yeah, cha-cha real smooth. Attaboy, Rudy. All right, now we'll swap targets. And we'll drop a heal if there's time. We don't exactly have limited vitality here, but it pays to save yourself trips back when you can. Uh-oh. I seem to upset the locals. Well, if the allies aren't here on the turn, I will just drop a shock and call it good. Although I do like the transparency effects on the tail. They got a very polywog thing going there. I like it. Not the mighty avalanche. Solid storm. Wait, no, they're doing the individual routine. That's butt. Well, that's why I was confused. I was like, let's pop a heal on Rudy and smack him. I'm like, wait, wrong order. Everybody. That's it. I really feel like I know what I'm doing here. Maybe the boss will throw me for a loop, but to be fair, like, about the time I started getting serious about getting through RPGs was round about the time I got a hold of my own copy of Persona, or Shin Megami Tensei SMT, for those of you that are initiated. Revelations. Persona. The butchered copy of Resident Evil or SMT. Oh, okay. So the goal is to get bounced there. All right, good enough for that. Boing! Treasure ho! Oh, and you don't have to take a dip to get back? Let's consider it. 3,000. Whoa! Is that a mimic? Oh, thank God it's a mimic. Guard, analyze. Been meaning to catch one of those. Whoa! Cecilia with the counter, but no dice. And heal yourself, champ. You really stepped into it on that one. All right, Rudy. Nice. Giving canned. Ooh. And patch up Rudy if you got the time. All right, no time to patch up Rudy. Fair enough. And a duplicator for my troubles. Crestgraph, totally worth it. Yellow card, sort of worth it. All right. Oh, that's going to be problems. I think that one fiddled with it. That's a problem. Whoop, 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 whoop. Do you remember which one fills with that center? Can that center be fiddled with? Excellent. Oh, brother. Aha, I think that'll work. It's going to be a little fakakta, but... Oh, it's one per? Yikes. I didn't make a note of that. No repeats. Okay, got it. What's over there, I wonder? Oops, that's Progreso. I hope I don't get kicked out. I still got one thing to scan. You finally made it here. Medium and warriors. I am Lucadia, master of the temple that lies in the abyss and guardian of who controls the ocean. In your hands, Medium is the teardrop. It led thee to me. Does the teardrop link us to the guardian? The evil queen is now defeated. However, the evil has yet to disappear. Lucadia, please, tell me what the evil ones are trying to do. Siegfried said that he would cut the throats of the Guardians to obtain the world. Please tell me what he means by it. Currently, the Guardians can't maintain the world's present condition. Therefore, the Guardians came together, amplifying each other's powers. Long ago, the Elu built a network, a system of life energy. The Elu Shrine maintains the life of this world and has kept it alive, but barely. And that device is so important. Using the Elu Shrine, the network encompasses the whole planet. We call these life circles ley lines. The ley lines are the blood that runs through Filgia. As you can see, this is literally flesh. That is to say, that means tearing apart the ley line will shatter the lifeblood of this planet. It would put an end to the Guardians without much trouble. Siegfried's idea is brilliant, though it disgusts me. Trashkin, I was following you. No one knows you contacted the Ocean Guardian. You followed me? I always wanted to measure swords with you. Wait, you... You're only a guardian. Don't try to come between things that aren't matter to you. A fast draw skill is just like mine. You should be afraid. I will find my answer in battle. Trashkin's a little crazy. Okay, unless I missed my guess. Let's start by building some FP. Dropping a shield. Asriel. No dice. Oh, she got that. Okay. Oh, I'm gonna have to bounce some back. All right, she can negate, but I still gain force from it. One more time apiece. Drop a fragile. I feel the overwhelming urge to use a cute angle, but... Alright. Unless I miss my guess. Accelerator. Just in case they got a nasty surprise up their sleeve. You want a fast draw face-off? Here we go. Maximum risk. Oh, son of a... Hey! I hedged my bets correctly. Counterattack. Yep. Well, she's not doing wild amounts of damage. Lock on. Mighty Avalanche. Accelerator. Axle Smash. Technically, nobody's in all that shabby a condition. Let's try Spectre. Let's see how you like magic. Let's see how your sword defenses deal with that. Now that's more like it. Not vulnerable to light. All right, here goes. One haymaker. All 12 hit. Yeah, let's mend up Cecile. She's not doing terrible, but nice. Half HP is half HP, or damn near. Lock on. Gatling raid. Accelerator. Let's do Axle Smash again. Why not? Let's get the Sword Guardian in on this nonsense. Seems thematically appropriate to me. Counter. Woo. Oh, that's cheating. Speaking of cheating, though. I guess it's a chance to kill. Well. Wait. Yeah, no, guard. We'll get Rudy up, then we'll worry about everything else later. Oops. Well, it's still healed HP. I botched that. We'll layer on another protect. I think that dropped. Yep. And Rudy needs a re-up anyway. That should take some of the sting out. Drop a potion berry on Cecile. Oh, you're all out? Heck. Oh, hey. Should drop a Gela card while we're at it. You pull a lucky card. Oh, here we go. Honestly, I was expecting Cecile. Woo! I keep forgetting to use my lucky cards and Gela cards. Alright. Lucky card. Lucky card. Speed Fang. That's my move. All right, everybody's stacked. Lock on. Gatling Raid. Accelerator. All right, I'm out of the fun stuff. And Fragile U. Heck. I hate to blow a Nectar, but we might have to blow a Nectar. Unless Rudy comes up lucky with the Gatlin raid. Which he did not. Let's see here. Nectar, Nectar, Nectar. Oh, I don't even have a Nectar on me. I have an Ambrosia, but I want to save that for a special occasion. Wait. Guard. What? Thunderfang sounds great to me. Oh, for heaven's sake. I will laugh my ass off if I finish this fight on this and Jack gets no XP. Interesting. Is that your answer? All you can come up with is this? If so, this is my answer. Uh-oh. Ooh. Jack, 0. Well, that's rough. Arcadia? My swift strike, coupled with the power of darkness here, ends all life it touches, including the Ocean Guardian, and my next target are your pitiful lives. What? No. What's happening? This feeling coming over me. Is this the work of the Ocean Guardian? What are you doing to me? You must know why this human warrior has the same sword skills that you possess. You must remember who you are. Who am I? You know everything. You've just forgotten. Think back and speak. Your name. It was a tribute to your existence. I
I am the Red Quarter Knight, the Sword Princess, Lady Harkin. Sword Princess? This match was interrupted. We will battle another time.
Kind of thematically fitting. Jack got no XP from this.
My body, my powers. I'm sorry, I may not be able to physically help you battle the demons, but fret not. As long as there are the ley lines, the Guardians will not be vanquished. Medium, search for Sanctuary. Fallen Guardian Sanctuary. They must be awakened from sleep. Remnants of power, the Guardians. Before the ley lines are cut, please wake the human spirit. Raise hope in everyone's hearts. The Guardian. It's unusual for a Guardian to disappear when it's not in the form of a medium. Is this the way Guardians perish? I don't know what happened, but I do know that if we don't stop the demons, Filgia, the Guardians, even us have no future. Let's hunt them down. We must stop them. Well, Jack ain't wrong. The whirlpool separating the inland and outer sea disappeared. You may now head to the outer sea. Hold on. Whoa. Whoa. Game? Oh, I hit the button. Disembark, please. Okay. Stupid question. Can I just... Aha! I can jest. But it's now no freebies. Okay. Well, Trashkin, I will wait until next time to get to that, because here's where we're gonna call it. What a wild ride. I done goofed with Jack, learned from my stupid, set that stuff up early, then tear her apart. That's what I get for getting cocky. Next time, we head to the outer sea. And eventually Port Tibney, no doubt. But in the meantime, like to thank y'all for coming out. I'd like to thank y'all for watching. If you enjoyed your time here, hey, please do consider hitting subscribe and joining us around the trash fire on the regular. If you're inclined to help us out and are already a member of the Trashkin around the trash fire on the regular, do consider dropping a like, a dislike, because I don't tell you what to do with those buttons. A hype for however long YouTube does that, or throwing a share out there. A link or talking up to a friend helps the trash fire burn bright and reach further eyes of further potential Trashkin. We've got plenty more Let's Plays to keep you amused if you are inclined, but if you must depart us now, I'd like to remind you all to help yourself to a drink and a snack for the road. We've got plenty. Fold up that camping chair. We'll have needed again soon enough. Don't worry about the trash fire. We've got that tended. Count your spoons, hydrate, medicate, and take care of yourselves as best you can. Go tell the folks you love you give a good damn. Play some games. Good night, and I'll see you all in the next one.